Hello, my name is Matt Morgan and I'm an application engineer for GoEngineer. In this quick tips video, I'm going to show you how you can use sketch paths to enable you to add sketch relations to more than one sketch entity at a time. This first example, I'm going to start by creating just a simple cam shape. So I'm just going to draw a little cam shape here, a very simple one, just with two arcs and connected by two lines. And then a circle that will act as a cam follower. Now, I'm going to select the geometry for the cam and go over to my blocks tools that you might have to show before you do this and make a block. And I'm going to snap this point right onto the origin. So when it's made into a block, that allows the sketch to behave as one single object instead of a line and an arc. However, when I make the circle a block as well, and then try to make the circle block tangent to the cam, when I add a tangent relationship, you can see it's only tangent to the line. It's not tangent to the whole cam. So I need to change my approach. So I'm going to undo until the tangent mate is gone. I do want to line this up vertically so it stays all in a line. But what I want to do is select all the geometry of this block. Unfortunately, the select chain is not an option when it's a block, so I have to pick each entity. And then I can right click and expand the right click menu all the way to where you see this make path option. When I click make path, what that does is now says when I select an object from this block, it actually picks the entire path all at once. So when I'm adding the tangent relation, it's adding the tangent relation between the circle and the path now, instead of the circle and the line or the arc by itself. So now I have the ability to move this around and get that circle to follow the cam. And this could be a great approach to a conceptual idea that you might have, that you're testing linkages and cams and things like that, where you need a block to follow an object even though it's not the same entity. Okay? I tried fit spline as well, and fit spline doesn't allow the tangent relation between objects within the same sketch, at least in SolidWorks 2012 Service Pack 2, which is what I'm using right here. Another idea could be not using blocks. Let's just say I close this and just create a new sketch and just create some basic geometry that maybe I have a line and then an arc. So I'll auto transition to an arc. Create something like this, and I want to create a tangent mate between this circle that follows all three of these entities instead of just tangent to one. So I'm going to add some dimensions here so this doesn't want to stretch around as I move things around. So let's just say that's 3.5, somewhere close to where I'm at. Let's make these two equal. And we'll throw a radius so it doesn't try to stretch those out while I'm dragging the circle along it. And then we'll say this circle is 1/2 inch. So what I'm going to do now is just the same way with the blocks. I'm just going to pick these, and I do have the option to select chain now. So I can select that chain and right click and create a path. So I'll right click, make path. And now again I can select the circle, and now I'm making it the relationship tangent to the path instead of the line. So I can add that relation, and now you can see that that circle will follow all along that whole path. Okay. I also have a similar option with maybe a coincident relation. Maybe I'll delete these and just create some kind of complicated, not complicated, but something that you couldn't really have a coincident relation follow. So I'll trim these out and select both of these objects and make them a path. Where did the path go? There it is. And then I'll make a line, and I'll make that line coincident, and now you can see it's picking the whole path. So when I say make that coincident now, that line can stay coincident but travel along both circles and maintain coincident. And I can think of a whole bunch of different places that might be useful, where a dimension is going to move this line past where it's coincident to, and making those into a path can make it stay working without causing a sketch to fail because those arcs aren't the same entity, so the coincident relation couldn't be maintained. But when it goes to the path, it does maintain that coincident relationship. This has been Matt Morgan with GoEngineer. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please feel free to check out our other videos for more tips and tricks using SolidWorks, 3D Via Composer, and our other products.